10 business lessons from the book Dharma Tales for CEOs. Number 1. One of the key defining qualities of a leader is vision, which here means a simple, bold statement of the future, a lofty dream that makes everyone stretch themselves to achieve. Setting forth a vision may be relatively easy, but keeping faith in that lofty goal, chasing it day after day while naysayers brand it as a pipe dream, is hard. Then there's how to keep team members motivated. When we give up identifying with our small, limited selves, and instead identify ourselves with the Supreme Self inside, an extension of God, our worldview expands exponentially. We begin to feel potent grace all around us. The seemingly impossible becomes doable and viable. Our divine possibilities shine over venues that we were blind to. The situation effortlessly falls into place as a higher power guides us towards supra-achievements. Number 2. If leaders are conscious of the impact of corporate karma, they are likely to make decisions that are in the best interests of the company and its stakeholders. For example, they may be more likely to invest in environmental sustainability or social responsibility initiatives, create a positive and ethical work environment. For example, they may be more likely to promote diversity and inclusion, or to create a culture of respect and trust, attract customers, employees, and investors who share their values. This can lead to increased sales, productivity, and innovation. Corporate karma can be a powerful force for good in the world. When companies act in an ethical and responsible way, they can create a more just and sustainable world. Number 3. Leaders must be prepared to acknowledge their errors and take responsibility for their actions. They must also be willing to learn from their mistakes and make adjustments to prevent recurrence. Leaders should stand up for their convictions, even when it's arduous. They must be ready to champion their employees, customers, and shareholders. Number 4. What spiritual principles or practices can be used to enhance communication skills and foster effective communication among employees, and by extension, to its board and its customers? There are several, of which I'm listing a few here. Mindfulness and heartfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of the present moment. By cultivating mindfulness, individuals can become more focused and attentive listeners, which can lead to more effective communication. Mindfulness can also help individuals regulate their emotions and stay calm during difficult conversations. Likewise, heartfulness helps people transform, allowing them to listen more empathetically, based on the heart too, rather than just the mind. Active listening. This involves not only hearing what others are saying, but also truly understanding their message. This requires individuals to listen attentively, ask clarifying questions, and reflect on what they have heard to ensure that they have understood correctly. Presence in meetings. Encourage being fully present in meetings. Mindful participation promotes meaningful contributions and reduces distractions. Listening circles. Create opportunities for employees, board members, and customers to engage in listening circles, where individuals share their thoughts and concerns in a supportive environment. Nonviolent communication. This is a technique that focuses on expressing feelings and needs without blaming or judging others. By using nonviolent communication, individuals can avoid misunderstandings and defensiveness and create a more positive and productive conversation. Storytelling. Encourage the use of storytelling to convey messages and values. Storytelling captures attention, makes information relatable, and fosters connections. Heartful speech. This is the practice of using words carefully and intentionally. By choosing one's words carefully, individuals can avoid misunderstandings and ensure that their message is clear and effective. By integrating these spiritual principles and practices, organizations can create a communication culture that is respectful, empathetic, and meaningful. Number 5. What is Square and how can it be used to measure an individual's spiritual awareness and growth? An individual's SQ is a measure of their level of spiritual awareness and growth. It is based on the idea that spirituality is a distinct aspect of intelligence, separate from IQ and EQ, and can be quantified using a specific set of criteria. The concept of SQ was first introduced by psychologist Dana Zohar in her 2000 book Square, Spiritual Intelligence, the Ultimate Intelligence. According to Zohar, SQ includes 4 key components: self-awareness, the ability to reflect on one's own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, to understand how they influence one's actions and interactions with others; compassion, the ability to feel empathy and compassion for others, and to act in a way that promotes the well-being of all. Inner life, the ability to connect with one's inner self through practices such as meditation, prayer, or contemplation, and to find meaning and purpose in life. Vision and values, the ability to have a clear vision of one's own values and goals, and to align one's actions with these values in a way that contributes to the greater good. To measure an individual's SQ, various tools and assessments have been developed to evaluate these four components. These assessments may include self-reporting questionnaires, interviews, or observational measures. The idea of SQ is still evolving, and there is an ongoing debate about whether spirituality can be accurately measured in this way. However, proponents of SQ argue that it can be a useful tool for assessing an individual's spiritual growth and development, and for identifying areas for further personal and spiritual development. Number 6. Leaders who exhibit humility and groundedness are less likely to allow their egos to hinder rational decision-making. They readily acknowledge their errors and take ownership of their mistakes. This behavior contributes to nurturing a culture of responsibility and ownership among team members. Furthermore, leaders who exemplify humility and groundedness demonstrate greater empathy and compassion towards their team members. They acknowledge that every individual possesses strengths and weaknesses, and they actively work towards fostering an inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and acknowledged. Number 7. Spiritual practices, such as meditation and introspection, create a space for self-reflection. Regular introspection enables individuals to identify and acknowledge their strengths and weaknesses, fostering a genuine and grounded self-awareness. This becomes a foundation for humility, as individuals recognize that they are continuously learning and evolving. By acknowledging their imperfections, employees and leaders become more approachable and open to collaboration, creating a harmonious corporate environment. In a world of constant change and uncertainty, spirituality also teaches individuals the value of embracing impermanence, recognizing that situations are transient and that no one has complete control over outcomes humbles the desire for power and control. This acceptance of impermanence encourages adaptability and flexibility, enabling individuals to navigate challenges with grace and resilience. Number 8. What spiritual principles or practices can be used to help employees identify and align with a larger purpose or cause? There are several principles and practices that can fit the bill. Gratitude. Ideas such as keeping a gratitude journal or expressing it to colleagues can help employees develop a greater sense of purpose and connection to their work. Service. Encouraging employees to engage in service, such as volunteering or community service, can help them connect to a larger purpose or cause outside their immediate work environment. Connection with nature. Encouraging employees to spend time in nature or engage in eco-friendly practices can help them develop a greater sense of connection to the larger ecosystem and their role in preserving it. Number 9. One can definitely say that developing a sense of connection to a larger purpose is not only practical, but also highly beneficial for organizations. When aligned with values, intentionally nurtured and effectively communicated, a larger purpose fosters engagement, innovation, resilience, and long-term success. Organizations that successfully implement a purpose-driven approach stand to gain a competitive edge in a rapidly changing business landscape. 10. Strong people skills and empathy are essential for success in any field, but they hold particular importance in the workplace. Individuals with strong people skills can build relationships, communicate effectively, and resolve conflicts. Moreover, they possess the ability to comprehend and value the perspectives of others. Empathy, on the other hand, involves understanding and sharing the emotions of another person. It is a crucial element for establishing trust and rapport with others. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, you probably will not see us again. If you have, congratulations, you are growing every day.